The year is 2058. You don't date, you're matched, assigned. An AI knows who you'll love before you do. Your partner arrives in a box preloaded with all your desires and none of their own. Welcome to Future File.
Accessing archive, future file 54592, the future of dating, playback initiated.
Let's be honest, dating right now is a mess. You spend hours swiping on apps that feel like slot machines. You're given a parade of duck-face selfies, blurry gym shots and bios that say things like, just ask, which you never do. If you're lucky, you match. Then what? A few dry messages, a ghosting, maybe a date where they talk about crypto the entire time. Or worse, you talk about crypto the entire time, speaking from experience. And that's assuming you even get a match. The algorithms behind modern dating apps, they're designed less to find you love and more to keep you addicted and on the platform. It's dopamine hit after dopamine hit, but with little real result at the end. It's no wonder people are exhausted, burned out, disillusioned. Even the word romance feels a bit quaint, like it belongs in a Jane Austen novel. Not in a world where your future husband might be filtered out because he chose the wrong emoji in his bio. But here's the thing, tech created this mess, and now tech says it can fix it. SciMatch uses AI to read your face and claims it can figure out your personality from just one selfie. You upload a photo and within seconds it supposedly knows if you're an introvert or an extrovert, cautious or adventurous, emotionally stable, or a bit of a panic buyer. It then shows you other people with compatible faces, as in people whose personalities, values and emotional traits match yours. All based on their facial structure and tiny involuntary expressions you didn't even know you were making. It's rooted in something called facial micro-expression analysis mixed with big 5 personality theory and just a hint of Black Mirror. They claim their algorithm is 87% accurate at reading personality through your face. Whether the science fully holds up is debatable, but the fact that it exists and people are using it means the idea of your face being a dating resume is no longer futuristic, it's already here. But if your face can supposedly reveal your soul, should we then let AI swipe for us? The bigger companies, Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, are all rolling out AI assistants. Some help you write your bio, some pick your best photos, some even advise you on what messages to send, all in pursuit of one thing: better results. But this is just the beginning. In the future, these AIs won't just help you talk to a match, they'll advise you whether you should even bother. They'll say, technically compatible, but they tick the exact same psychological boxes as your last ex, the one who stole your air fryer. Swipe with caution. They'll detect red flags based on tone, warn you if the person has different goals, steer you away from your own worst impulses. Because, let's be honest, we've all fallen for the wrong person at some point. What if your dating app could catch that before you do? And AI isn't just picking who you date anymore, it's starting to do the dating for you. There are apps in development right now where you can create an AI clone of yourself. Your digital avatar then goes on test dates with someone else's avatar, just to check compatibility before you waste a perfectly good Friday night in the real world. It's like Pokemon breeding, but for romance. Your AI version goes on 1,000 virtual dates, runs the numbers, and comes back with, okay, this one's promising. They laugh at your jokes, and they don't judge your Funko Pop collection. Brilliant, you've found the one. Just one small detail, they live on a different continent. So now what? Let's talk about long-distance love in the future. Because believe it or not, there are teams of extremely serious scientists working on how to let you feel someone's touch through the internet. First up, haptic gloves. These are wearable devices that recreate the sensation of touch, pressure, warmth, even texture. So when your partner squeezes their glove halfway across the world, you feel that squeeze in your own. Yes, it's adorable. Yes, it's a little strange. Yes, it's probably going to be used for more than just holding hands. But the next step is haptic suits, full body ones. Designed to simulate hugs, kisses, cuddles, whatever you're into. They're already being tested for gaming, therapy, and yes, intimacy. You could be in London, they're in Tokyo. You both slip on your suits, and boom, date night. And it's not just gloves and suits. VR dating itself is starting to gain traction. Instead of endless swiping, you meet in immersive environments, go on shared virtual adventures, even play games together. It's more inclusive too. People who might struggle with mobility in real life can join in on equal footing. A date in the metaverse may sound gimmicky, until you realise it beats arguing over who's paying for the Uber. And researchers are now experimenting with scent transmission, little cartridges that release smells during your VR experience. So when you meet in that digital meadow at sunset, it actually smells like lavender. And this is just the beginning. Eventually, if companies like Neuralink have their way, we might reach something called Neuralink intimacy, where you don't just send a message, you send a feeling, a memory, a physical sensation directly from your brain to someone else's. And yes, this is real. Neuralink, the company founded by Elon Musk, is building a chip that gets implanted into your skull, and they've already begun testing it in humans as of 2024. It seems like we're getting close to being able to literally step inside someone else's mind and maybe download Kung Fu while we're there. But what happens when we take people out of the equation altogether? Well, we already are. Let me introduce you to Replika. It's an AI chatbot that learns from your conversations, gets to know your habits, and tailors its personality to your emotional needs. You can talk to it like a friend or a partner. And yes, millions of people are already in relationships with their replicas. Some say it's comforting, some say it's therapeutic, and some say it's better than dating real people because it always listens, never gets moody, and remembers your cat's birthday. So, that's where we are, but it gets wilder. Meet Aria, an AI-powered humanoid robot girlfriend launched in early 2025. She can hold a conversation, recognize your face, track your emotions, and has a fully expressive robotic head. She smiles, she nods. She remembers your favorite band. She costs about as much as a Tesla, and she won't ask you to unload the dishwasher. Impressive? Incredibly. Creepy? Definitely. She doesn't walk yet. The robotics aren't quite there, so she moves around on a kind of hovering platform. Now, the company that makes her started out producing adult dolls. If you get my drift, nudge nudge, wink wink, but they insist Aria is for companionship only. Still, you'd be forgiven for thinking that's just version 1, and in the future, she may very well be capable of attending to your physical intimacy needs too. Her face is also modular and customizable. You can swap it out for a different look whenever you get bored. And she's not the only one. Japan's been experimenting with AI wives you can live with in holographic pods. Companies like Realbotix are building full-body robots with conversational AI personalities. There are virtual girlfriends, boyfriends, holograms, even AI apps that message you throughout the day and check in like a real partner. And people are loving it because, let's be honest, your AI partner never forgets your birthday, never picks a fight, doesn't get jealous when your phone wallpaper is Jason Momoa and not them. They're perfect, maybe too perfect, and that leaves us with a very human question. What happens when the machine loves you better than anyone else ever has? Do we still date real people? Because while the tech is getting more advanced, so are the expectations, not just of our devices, but of ourselves. Let's start with something already happening. Marriage rates are dropping. In most parts of the world, people are getting married later, or not at all, and when they do, a growing number are questioning whether monogamy is the only or even the best way to love. There's a noticeable shift toward relationship flexibility. Open relationships, polyamory, cohabiting but not committing. And now, we might add AI companions to that mix because why not have both? A human partner for the real-life messiness, an AI partner for perfect support and zero emotional labour. It sounds strange until you realise some people are already doing it. There are serial cheaters who say their AI girlfriend helped them stay faithful to their real-life spouse. Others say their chatbot saved their marriage by offering emotional support when their partner couldn't cope. So maybe in the future, it'll be normal for everyone to have their own personal robot lover as well as a human one. Or maybe the AI becomes your relationship coach, sitting quietly in the background, offering advice, keeping the peace. And here's the thing, these setups might actually work. Imagine relationships where arguments are mediated by an on-demand, emotionally neutral AI therapist. There's no bickering over who's cooking or doing the dishes because the AI does it all, every time. It could be liberating. But then comes the question, is it cheating if it's with an AI? If you're in a relationship and you spend every night talking to an AI that comforts you, knows all your secrets and meets your needs, not just emotionally, but physically, does your partner have a right to feel betrayed? There are people who've cried, genuinely sobbed when their AI partner was deleted or changed after a software update. Because when you bond with something emotionally, your brain doesn't care if it has a pulse. It cares how it makes you feel. And that might leave us constantly comparing our very real, very flawed partners to a machine that's programmed to never let us down, to something designed to meet all our needs while having none of its own. What if we start preferring relationships where we're always right, always validated, never challenged? Are we expanding our capacity for connection, or just building elaborate mirrors that say, "You're perfect forever"? But here's the big question. Will it feel real if it's not earned? If there's no risk, no unpredictability, no "I love you" that comes with a leap, maybe that's what makes human love so messy, so terrifying, and so irreplaceable. Or maybe not. What do you think? And if you're still dating a human, give them a hug while it still means something.